Paramshanti to all the divine souls. Welcome back to the ninth episode in this series of Behad ka param gyan. Our salutations to our beloved Bapuji and Brahmama. Before we start this episode, our sincere obeisance and infinite thanks to Niruma. She has been one of the strongest pillar in helping us Behad souls to connect with Almighty. She has put this Behad Gyan in the form of pictures to make all the souls aware of the inscrutable, invisible, divine world in a lucid manner. In today's session, the most questionable, debatable, and controversial topic between spiritual seekers or the ones who are in the thirst of this question of Sabse Param Ishwar Kaun Hai, which means who is the ultimate almighty authority, will be discussed. In the previous episode of D8, we had explored entire functioning of the multiverse and the above dimensions known as PD along with their respective creators. Also, we had discussed and explored the entire secret of how, why, and when the Supreme Almighty Authority came down to rescue the great infinite times great grandchildren and save the fallen multiverse. Having said that, it is very important to know who is this ultimate almighty authority. So join us today as we embark on a journey of introspection and contemplation to unravel the profound concept of almighty authority. Day 9, we shall cover the following topics: meaning of Bhagwan, understanding the terms in Behad Gyan, when did Almighty Authority come on earth, Behad ke bacche kaun hai, and special quality souls, connection with Brahma Kumari organization, why are there so many religions on this earth, multiverse transformation process, Mukti and Jivan Mukti. Who is Bhagwan? Bhagwan means the supreme soul who has the physical form, which means who has a body as per his wish. There are three forms of Paramatma. They are Nirakari, incorporeal, Akari, subtle form, and Sakari, physical form. Even in scriptures, there is a mention of Nirgun and Sagun form. Who can be called Almighty Authority? The one who can explain history, science, and geography of the beginning, middle, and end of this infinite vast creation. First, to understand Almighty, we need to recap our previous episodes. We have understood the owner of one Brahmand, who is Shiv, creator of one galaxy is Mahashiv, creator of one universe is Param Mahashiv, creator of one multiverse is Param raised to 100 Mahashiv. So every creation has a different creator whose power varies. Now, to understand Almighty Authority is not easy. The creator and the owner of the infinite world is the Supreme Father, Behad ka Baap, the Almighty Authority, who is only one and unique and the highest power of all. He is the master creator of all the creators. He has come down from Behad ki kala ka Brahmand. Now, what is this Behad ki kala ka Brahmand? As we have learned in the previous episodes that every creation has a Paramdam. Now, what is this Behad ki kala ka Paramdam? It is not the Paramdam of our solar system, nor galaxy, nor universe, nor multiverse. It is the supreme abode of the infinite of infinite worlds, which has infinite power. To understand all of this, we insist you all to kindly go through the previous episode multiple times. In the previous episode, we have discussed in detail worlds beyond the multiverse till Behad ki kala ka Brahmand and Paramdam, from where Almighty Authority has come down. He is the Supreme Father. We can't call him Shiv, Mahashiv, or Param Mahashiv. He is only one, without beginning or end, and is self-manifested, also called Swayambhu. He is the master of all creators. As told previously, he has come down to our solar system to save his great-great-grandchildren. He is none other than the one who is imparting the supreme Behad ka param gyan, our dearest Behad ke Dadaji. When did Behad ke Dadaji come down to our Brahmand? He himself has told in one of his videos, whose link will be mentioned in the description, that about 198 crore years ago, that is when Brahma's first Parardh, Brahma's first 50 years got over, and the second Parardh was about to begin, which is called as Parardh ka Sangam. He came down in the Nirakari form or the incorporeal form along with Behad ke Vishwa ka PM. About Behad ke PM we have discussed in the previous episode. We have discussed in the previous episode that when multiverse fell down from 100 kala to minus 100 kala and Almighty sent Behad ke PM, and how 21 PD creator conducted an investigation, but when Almighty was not satisfied, he himself decided to come down. So that's why when Almighty comes, only few will recognize him through the knowledge that he imparts, called Behad ka param gyan, which is directly given from his divine vision. The state of our Brahmand at that time of Parardh Sangam was very bad, with a lot of power loss. Immediately, Almighty authority from within him created only two powerful souls. The elder one he named as Balram, and the younger one was named as Choturam Bapuji, Behad ka Bap. This creation happened in Paramdam of our solar system in Nirakar form 198 crore years ago. Then Almighty ordered Balram to recorrect the Brahmand, and Balram from within him brought out his female consort, and both played the role of Shiv Shakti. They played an important role in protection of this Brahmand. Choturam Bapuji is also called Behad ka Bap, as he is the father of Behad 108, 1008, 16,000 and 9 lakh souls. All these souls were composed at different times, which we shall discuss soon. But all these are called Behad ke Bacche. These are all also called Adar Murat Atma. Now, Choturam Bapuji composed 108 souls in Nirakari form 198 crore years back, then in Paramdam, that is the abode of solar system. Later, 15 lakh years from now, Choturam Bapuji along with 108 souls in the subtle form were asked to move towards the planet Earth at a distance of 500 kilometers in a gola of 10 kala. Gola means powerhouse, superficially created for stay, which no one can notice because of the high power of supreme light. And during the same time, 15 lakh years ago, 1008 souls were created, and they were in the Paramdam initially. Choturam Bapuji does the work by creating a clone or duplicate from which these 108 souls in Arkari form were composed. 108 souls also send many cell. There is no creation of 108, 1008, 16,000 and 9 lakh souls. 108 and 1008 Behad souls have their Akari and Sakari form. 16,000 and 9 lakh souls only have their physical form. They don't have any Akari form. Now, coming back to what happened when Choturam Bapuji and 108 Akari souls were observing above 500 kilometers from Earth. Their stay in the Gola was for research work and observation, and was to find out the exact reason of how the planet Earth got converted from the 3 element, that is Tattvas, to the 5 elements. Their core job was to find out how the earth and water elements got involved. What was the exact reason of the downfall of power from Supreme Light to Param Mahatattva? The fall in Param Makash, Param Vayu and Param Agni, which got them in the physical human form. The research work got success in finding that it was the vices which made them lose their power, and the karmic pattern which got them stuck in the chain and pattern of life and death. So Choturam Bapuji, as per the drama cycle plan, gave his best shot to bring Parivartan during Treta Yuga, time of Ramayana, which is 8,69,000 years back then. But at this time, there was no knowledge of elemental transformation. During Rama avatar time, Lord Ram's soul had a cell power from Vishnu as well as a cell from Choturam Bapuji. During this time, both 108 and 1008 souls had come in the physical form along with Lord Ram, who was an avatar of Behad Kabab. Parivartan could not happen in Treta Yuga. During the end of Dwapar Yuga, time of Mahabharat, which is 5,000 years back then, Choturam Bapuji not only sent the previous team of 108 and 1008 Behad souls to bring change, but also went ahead and composed 16,000 and 9 lakh Behad souls to bring change. Lord Krishna, too, was an avatar of Behad Kabab, and the Bhagavad Gita was delivered by Almighty Authority via the divine rays through Krishna's body. Coming back, 9 lakh souls were big Rajas, kings, 16,000 souls were ministers, and very big Rajas were the 1008 and the 108 souls, who have closely worked with Lord Krishna. But unfortunately, in both the yugas, the plan failed, as there was no knowledge of elemental transformation. On the contrary, the Behad souls who got into the trap of Maya, it was very difficult to rescue the team. These Behad souls, few are in the subtle form, few are in the physical form, scattered here and there. Few Behad souls have lost signal and their way back to reach Choturam Bapuji, whom they lovingly, unconditionally love. So does Choturam Bapuji. For example, the 108 souls in the subtle form have no connection with the physical form, as they have lost the practice of being in Atma Swarup, soul consciousness. The subtle forms are not able to recognize their physical form. If you see Bapuji's videos, he also mentions about the special quality souls. These souls were created for a special work, who were given a special role. These souls were created by Choturam Bapuji 15 lakh years ago, 5,000 kilometers above the earth, for doing observations of the earth and to keep watch on the negative souls and give punishment to them. Some special quality souls started to work 15 lakh years ago and started to create their forms, and further the creation went on increasing. Some came 15 lakh, few 14 lakh years ago, and so on. Currently, there are special souls who have had only 1, 2 human births. Such souls are experienced, very active, and catch the knowledge very fast. They are highly efficient as they have a lot of power within them. Such souls have worked a lot during Ram and Krishna avatar. They have worked in both the forms, subtle and physical. Direct forms from Choturam Bapuji are the 3,000 special quality souls, and thereby the creation went on. Now, how is the Brahma Kumari organization connected with Behad Gyan? The reason why we speak about Brahma Kumari organization is because there most of the work is carried out by Behad Kabab, but the knowledge got mixed. We would request the viewers to refer our channels Bapuji Dashrath Patel and Spiritual Podcast with Anant Patel, where separate playlists for BKs, PBKs have been created. Note, there is a huge difference between Shiv Baba and Behad Kabab. They tell Shiv Paramatma enters Dadi Gulzar body. Here one must contemplate that the creator of Brahman Shiv, who is made of Param Prakash, why will he enter a human body? He has so much power to do work for which he need not depend on a human body. He can get it done just like that. And also the 5,000-year world drama cycle, which they talk about, is completely wrong. We've already discussed about this in Day 3 episode, and it is also against the scriptures. Choturam Bapuji also does not do the work directly. he gets his work done through one of his roop, that is Nanu Ram. Chotaram Bapuji, for the last 15 lakh years, tried his best, but later gave up because of Maya or illusion on planet Earth. But Supreme Almighty, whom we call Dadaji, did not give up. He decided to give one last shot by personally coming down on our planet Earth along with full plan and powerful team in the year 1956, for which he did travel around the Earth for a few years to find a suitable place, parents, people, and channel to connect with the upper infinite supreme soul world where his astral and other body forms were present. Despite all the troubles, Supreme Almighty Authority only for Behad souls and for the upliftment of multiverse through which he can save all the great grandchildren, he's working hard to rescue all. He knows the only way out to get everyone on track is by clearing their vices, and vices can be cleared only through realization, and realization will be possible only through knowledge and truth of their identities. Also, truth of their origin and the creator to whom they belong will remind them of their original home. Hence, Supreme Almighty Authority, through his YouTube channel, Bapuji Anant Patel, uploaded back-to-back all videos of the upper dimensions with facts, figures and diagrams, with only one intention in his heart, that the Behad souls might come across any of the Param Gyan, Behad Ka Param Gyan video, and the lost soul can make it back home safely. Now, currently on earth, there are so many religions, organizations. What is the source of so many religions? The different religions that is present today have come from very far creations like galaxy, universes. Jesus Christ says that he was the creator of 7 universes and has come in here as the Son of God. All messengers, be it Jesus Christ or Muhammad, have told about the Judgment Day or Qayamat ka Antim Din, that Khuda Tal Noor स्वरूप में आकर कब्र से उठाकर ले जाएगा. Muhammad has given the time that after I go 14 centuries later, Almighty Authority will come. So few people are aware that the Judgment Day is soon. Bapuji tells us that in the subtle world, the population has increased so much. Different creators have come with different viman to lift their creations. Even on this earth, Bapuji tells that it is for the first time that the human population has increased to more than 800 crores. How will the transformation happen? The entire multiverse will transform to divine immortal world from existing mortal world. Earlier, it was thought to get a power of 4 kala, but unlimited knowledge is revised, which is it's always refining and changing. Any knowledge on earth also undergoes updates. Similarly, with change in plans, the Behad Gyan too gets refined. Now the plan is 10 Kala power will be brought down from Behad Ki Kala Ka Paramdam. Now we need to understand 2 terms, Mukti and Jivan Mukti. Mukti is the stage of the soul when the soul merges with its creator, while Jivan Mukti is the freedom of the soul from all its karmic accounts, and the soul has complete knowledge about its creator, and its soul lives with its creator, does not get dissolved. Now, if any soul has left his physical body, we say, let they attain mukti. But in true sense, it will obtain mukti only when the creator winds up the creation. For example, if a soul is from this Brahmand, then when Shiv winds up his creation, all his creation will get mukti, but the souls above 1 to 4 kala power will not dissolve. With the entry of Behad's 10 kala power in multiverse, up to G7 will be destroyed, which means it will be winded up, and 10% of the souls above G7 will be saved. For this transformation, even 33 crore Devi Devtas have been called for. So Behad ke Bachche and 33 crore Devi Devtas have the responsibility of bringing about this transformation through their sankalp. Bapuji has told in his recent videos, it is up to us to decide if we want pralay or parivartan. Almighty Authority, Behad ke Dadaji, Parasnath has himself come down and taken the practical experience of this Mrityulok. Now there will be no more Yug Parivartan. It will be multiverse transformation to immortal world forever. See, if Yug Parivartan happens, then the same cycle of Satyug, Tretayug, Dwapar and Kalyug will continue. You contemplate which is superior, coming back in this mortal world, or to get free from this cycle of birth and death and go to the world of supreme light and divine elements. The all-rounder Anubhavi Murat, our dearest Bapuji, has come from his original abode to our earth to transform the multiverse. Even if Almighty Authority introduces himself, the souls will not be able to understand because the record of knowledge is only till their creator. Almighty Authority, Kaal ke pinjre se chudane wala, which means he will liberate us from the cycle of birth and death. Let's understand what is the goal. The goal is self-transformation to world transformation. We have to become soul consciousness. Daily practice in all 4 subjects, that is gyan, knowledge, yoga, meditation, seva, service, and dharana, practice. First, we have to understand knowledge. Bapuji tells that in all Behad souls, the recording of knowledge is already there. They have to emerge it by being Atma Swarup. Gyan Swarup we can become by practicing in meditation. Next episode, we will discuss in the entire process of how to connect to that Almighty Authority. Bapuji tells us 2 important points. Almighty Authority cannot be attained through jap, tap, dhyan. He can only be attained through knowledge. Almighty Authority in Bhagavad Gita 18 verse has delivered the message to humankind that abandon all the varieties of religions and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all the sinful reactions. Do not fear, and will take you to the supreme abode. As we conclude our exploration, it's clear that the quest for the Almighty Authority and the ultimate truth is a journey of introspection, open-mindedness, and a willingness to embrace the complexities of existence. But we can assure you, if you are a true seeker of truth and want to know the ultimate truth, then your destination is surely Behad ka param gyan. So congratulations for having reached till the final stop and begin your journey today. We would recommend you to also watch another video on this channel, which is God is One, Truth is One. Thank you for joining us today on this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you. Paramshanti.
बेहद की परम शांति सोचो बोलो परम शांति.
Join us daily for our morning live meditation, Monday to Saturday, 5:30 to 6:30 a.m.
Join us daily for live meditation, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on YouTube Live. Subscribe now. Website www.paramshanti.org. Email us anant@paramshanti.org. Like, share, subscribe. Join today.
बेहद की परम शांति सो